Hello, am I audible? So sorry for the technical issues. Am I audible right now? So sorry, we were facing a little bit of a technical issue. Sorry for the delay. So we'll be starting the section right now. I hope now I am audible. Okay, so sorry for everyone. I'm extremely sorry from my end. There were some technical issues. So let's start the section. Welcome everyone for the day 2 bootcamp. So I hope my screen is also visible for you. Okay, good to go. So if you're having any doubts or any queries in between the section, just let me know in the chat window. I'll have a look on it. So, we had a section yesterday regarding the introduction regarding Codeavour, and we had some glimpse about few activities as well. So today we will be going to discuss about the track one. So let's have a look how we can do this. So Codeavour is not just a competition; it's an innovation fest for our next generation to empower through technology. So let's have a look what we are trying to implement this year. So for our this year's competition, we are mainly focusing on the global goals, and we are trying to promote the girls in STEM, and we are focusing on the health, well-being and holistic development through the experiential learning. So this year's theme is Tech for a Healthier Tomorrow. So the students can create various projects that can be helping them to solve a real world issues. Then, for this years, we are excitedly implementing our a fun-filled new track, which is the Robo Soccer League, where the kids can create a robotic soccer game. They can create a robot that will be able to complete the soccer game. And also, we are providing this ambassador program for nourishing the leadership skills of our students and some expert-led mentorship sections as well in focus mainly focused on the technologies like AI, robotics, and ML. Then coming to our Codeavour in detail, the theme is already is the tech for a healthier tomorrow. So the kids needs to work on the three different tracks under this particular category. For example, coming to the track one is innovation and entrepreneurship. So over there, the kids can create various projects in PictoBlocks, block coding, Python coding. Then if they wanted to use the 3D XR environment or machine learning, they can implement. Or else if they wanted to create some hardware project, they can use the Quarky, Whizboard, or else they can use any other compatible hardwares like Arduino, that also applicable here in the track 1. And coming to the track 2, over the kids can create track 2 is the wellness wave AI robo challenge. So over there the kids needs to create or build a robot that will be able to tackle the challenges and complete or solve the issues of under the category of health and well-being. Then there is our new one, the Robo Soccer League, the track 3. Over there, the kids needs to create a robotic soccer game. For example, the arena and everything will be there. The kids needs to create a robot that will be able to play the soccer game. Then, coming to the contest guidelines, we are providing three different age groups 0, 7 years to 10 years old. They can participate under the elementary category. Then 11 to 14 years old, they can participate under the junior. Then 15 to 18 years old can be participate under the senior category. Then also the team size. It is, you need to note it down. Track 1 and track 2, the student strength can be 1 to 3 per team, and also they can have one mentor. Coming to the Robo Soccer League, at least there should be two members in a team. So the team count will be going to be 2 to 3 students per team and one mentor. So just note it down, the student strength or the number of students in a team in track 3 is a bit different from track 1 and 2. The timeline for our Codeavour. So we already had our launch in 13th August. Then we are having this regionals in between December to February 2026, and the nationals will be held in between January to April 26. The international dates are already fixed. It is 16th and 17th May 2026. And for the prices, we are in total giving more than 100 plus prices, and as well as we are also providing the mentorship program worth $25,000. And this year, we are additionally providing some special awards as well. For example, the Girls in STEM Award, Out of the Box Idea Award, Well-being Innovation Award. Then, for the schools, we are also providing the School Excellence Award as well. I hope we are good to go so far. From here, we'll be going to start discussing about the track one. So if you wanted to note it down anything, just take a pen and paper with you. Are we good to go? Okay. Do one more thing. We'll be sharing the Google form in the chat box. Just make sure that you are filling the Google form as well. Okay, back to the presentation. The track one, innovation and entrepreneurship. So over here, what we are going to do is, or the kids can create various project that is categorized under the global goals. So this year we are trying to align with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which are the categorized like healthy minds, sustainable eating, tech for wellness, move more, live more, clean planet energy. So the kids can choose any topic or any theme from here and they can work on their project. For example, if they see any real life problems that need to be solved or that can be solved by using the technology, they can take it and they can work on that particular one. So we'll have a more detailed look into the track one. So over here, they need to definitely place your project under the category of tech for a healthier tomorrow. And also, we are providing few examples here. For example, under the theme Healthy Minds and Healthy Life, we are having this previous year's examples, study schedule planner, AI friendship chatbot, hospital helper, emergency robot, kids wellness habit coach. So all these projects are done in last year. The specialty of this team is they can explore how the technology can support a safer environment surrounding our kids, as well as the robot. They can create various storytelling games or interactive applications or robot which will be able to showcase how the technology can be help our real life scenarios. So these are some examples. If you want more examples or more look on how the theme can be influencing your project, you can visit our official website codeavour.org. You'll be getting all these details from there as well. And you can have the look on the rule books and you can have a look on the sample project provided. The next one is sustainable eating and healthy living. Over there, they can create a solar powered moisture monitor, then smart care for fig trees, AI citrus care. So these theme will be more focusing on how a smarter food system, cleaner resources can improve our day-to-day life. Then the next one is clean planet and healthy people. So as the world struggles with the population and climate changes, we can create some project that will be able to cover up all these issues. So for example, the air quality monitor, which will be able to get the current air value, then the hydro robot, then the human power generator, oil spill cleaner. So these projects can be implemented to our day-to-day life under the category of this clean planet and healthy people. Then the next one is the move more and live more. So here we provided few examples like posture correction board. For example, we can know that we can know that like how the posture can be helping, or if it's not a good posture, how we can correct it. So we can integrate different AI technology over here in this project, and they can work more on it. Then here we are having this driver alert system, supporting mobility issues. Then for the tech for wellness, we have provided few hardware examples as well. For example, this AI smart lighting. So over there, we are integrating different sensors to the project, and we are integrating the Quirky as well. So they can connect the sensors to the Quirky and check whether the sunlight is available or not. According to that, they can turn on their street light. So they can integrate the hardware as well over here. So I hope till now we are good to go. If you are having any doubts or any queries, just put it in the chat window. I'll just have a quick look on the chat box. If you are having any queries in between the section, just put it in the chat window. We'll be able to sort it out at the end of the section. So today we'll be going to have a look at how the 3D XR project can be created in the PictoBlocks. So let's go back to the slides right now. So first we are going to create a 3D XR project. Its name is Fruit Ninja Game. Over there, let's have a look how we can design the project. Later, how we can do the activity in the PictoBlocks coding environment. So I'm switching my screen here. Okay. So this is the code I have done already, because we only have limited time here. So first thing we need to do in this particular game is you need to understand that what we are going. Sorry for this case. I need to turn off my camera because this needs to be turned on. The camera needs to be turned on in the PictoBlocks for this particular game, because I'm implementing hand posture technology here, so which I require the camera. Okay, we are good to go here. So this is the design area setup. So for getting this, just go to the file, and in the PictoBlocks, choose the 3D XR Studio. Once you open the 3D XR, create a new project and choose the hand posture. Because what we are trying to do is, the example's name is Fruit Ninja Game. So in this particular game, we are trying to integrate the hand posture technology. So instead of using your hands and touching your mobile screen or the system screen, what we are trying to do is we are integrating the hand posture. So by controlling the hand posture, we can play this particular game. So let's have a look what we can done here. So this is my area interface setup. This game is completely working based on the physics. So whenever we add any 3D objects here, we need to enable the physics as well. So to get this background, I just go to this. We can just go to over here in the 3D geometry and just choose a box from here. Once you added the blocks, you can make it more larger by using the scale options. And this one is the scale. You can control the size. And if you wanted to move that particular 3D object, you can choose this. And if you wanted to make a rotations, you can do this. Or else, if you wanted to adjust its axis position, you can click over here as well. Then once you added it, I'm just going to double click on it so you can see the properties on the right side. If you wanted to add any particular material to it, just go to the advanced setting option. You can add your material, or else if you wanted to change your colors as well, you can do it over here. And you can do the same position, scale, rotation, size, everything in that property also. Then the next step is, in this Fruit Ninja game, we need to add different fruits, right? So you can see it over here in the layers. I already added few fruits like apple, grapes, orange, then this banana and everything. So whenever you need to add something like some 3D objects, go over here in this 3D object option, click on it, and either you can search it over there or else you can scroll down and choose from it. For example, here we provided the food category. From there, you will be able to get the apple and other fruits as well. So once you added the apple, what you need to do is click on it and go to the physics option. So this is how you are going to enable the physics. So go to the physics option. In automatically, it would have been turned off. Just click on it and make sure that you are putting it in the dynamic category, because we need that effect of fruits falling, right? If you put it as static, it will be stationary, but in this case we need the apple to be falling down. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it to dynamic motion, and over here, do the same with other fruits as well. With the orange, grapes, banana and everything, you can do the same steps. We are just enabling the physics. And one more thing you need to notice that when you have a look at here in this window, you can see that most of the fruits are placed in a single axis. For example, here you will have a look. Just one second. So here you can have a look at it. Most of it in placed in a same axis. So do the same with the y-axis here. For example, the apple here placed in -14, and here I am placing the orange as well in the -14. So it will be coming in a single axis. So this is the thing you need to do it in the designing part. Once the designing is done, you can go to the coding section. For the coding, just click on go to code, and here in the Pictoblocks 3D XR environment, the block coding as well as the Python coding is also supported. So up to your wish, you can choose the block coding or else the Python coding. So I am already done the coding part also. So here it is done by block coding interface. Let me just give you a quick intro about the blocks as well, the particular blocks I choose. So when this particular clone is started, we need to create multiple clones. We only added one fruits, one banana, one apple, one orange. So here once you added your particular sprites, what you need to do is you need to click on create the clones for it. So once the clones is added, you can set the dropping method. For example, here I am changing the x-axis and y-axis. The z-axis is constant here, and the y is changing from 6 to 12, and the x is changing from 6 to 0 to 16 as well. Then what the game needs to be done? What will happen in the usual, the common Fruit Ninja game? So if we touching on that apple, if you are playing it in the mobile phone, if you are touching on it, the fruits will be catched and our scores will be increasing, right? The same method we are implementing here also. If the knife is touching, so as I mentioned earlier, we are trying to integrate the gesture control here. So hand gesture is controlled, and I am placing my, you can see it in that stage. When I place my hand in front of it, you can see in that index point finger, you can see the knife. So we'll be using this knife to catch our fruits. And what will happen if we accidentally touches on the bomb? So in that designing part, I also added one bomb. So what will happen if we touches on the bomb? The game will be over. And whenever we are touching on this particular fruit, what will happen? We'll get a point. The scores will be going to increase. So that's what I done over here. If the banana is touching the knife, we'll get the score by 1, and that particular clone will be deleted and new one will be coming up from the top. And this was the bomb case. It's again, it will be just like the fruits. It will be going to fall down from the top. And if the bomb is going to touch the knife, it's going to show the game is over. Okay. And also it will be stopping all the activities. Once if you wanted to start it again, you need to click on the green button. We done the same steps with the orange apple and everything. And also, if you wanted to create a starting interface, like you wanted to create this one, like an interface, and once the game only will be start working when I click on the start icon, what you can do is click on the start and play the game. So there is a small delay here. Let's wait. I'll show it in the enlarged screen, so no worries. Let me just explain the code first. So this is the game interface explanation. First, the stage everything will be Fruit Ninja and game over will be hidden, and the score is going to be increased. And also the apples and the bananas, whatever the fruits we added over here, the axis will be set to a predefined position like the 0 to 16 as well as 6 to 12. So if you wanted to change the Z position, that can be also done. So this is the game interface. So when green flag is clicked, it will be going to show the Fruit Ninja first. Then it will be going to hide the game over. So we don't need the game over in the beginning. That's why it's showed as hide. Once we start clicking on that start button, the game going to reload and the AI camera will be positioned to the center. So let's play the game and have a look at it, what's happening. So the interface came when I clicked on the green button, green flag, and you can check the score is 0 here. Let me just start the game by clicking on the start icon. So it will take a while to load up. Once it's loaded, you can see that red button indicating my hand position. So now you can see that the hand is came up. When I'm placing it and clicking on the object, it will show. You can also check on the left corner. The scores will be increasing right now. And if I accidentally going to touch a bomb, it will be going to showcase this game over sign as well. So now your game is over. The program is stopped. The apples are not falling. The entire program is stopped. Do you have any doubts on this? If you are having any doubts, just put it in the chat box. I'll have a quick view in the chat box. Any other doubts? And also please note this one. We'll be sharing the Google form in the chat box. Make sure that you all are filling it up. Then only you will be able to register it and get the bootcamp certification. Okay, I'll be showcasing the code. This is the coding part. We are repeating the same steps for the fruits, for example, for the banana and for the apple, orange, the codes are pretty much same. The only thing is we are increasing the scores one by one when it touching on that particular 3D object. Okay, I'll be zooming it up. So sorry. So this is the code for the apple. We are setting the scaling position where the apple needs to be fall down, and we are also adjusting the XY, and you can see that the set position is constant here in the case of the fruits, and we are repeating the same step for 500 times, and this is where we are going to increase the score. For example, is apple being touched by knife? The score will be changed by 1, and that particular clone of apple would be deleted. Yes, this particular these kind of project you can be do it in the track one category, but this one is just an example how we can create a 3D XR game in Pictoblocks. You can work on various projects that can be categorized under the healthier minds as well. Any other doubts? If it nothing is there, we can go to the next project. Okay, good to go. So let me just switch my presentation. Just 1 second. So this was our game. The game logic was whenever the knife is touching on that fruit, the score will be +1. And when the knife is touching on the bomb, it will be showcasing the game over indication as well. So just like this 3D XR project, you can create various project or innovative games that can be categorized under our thing. So next, let's have a block project. Let me just share my PictoBlock screen. Okay. I hope it's good to I hope it's good to go. So over here, you can see that this one is a AI personality board which is created in the block coding environment itself. So here we'll be able to add different extensions like text to speech, speech recognition. So both these extension will be used over here in this particular project. So what you can do is just go to file and select new, then go to the block coding environment, connect the extension or add the extension text to speech and speech recognition. So let me just have an explanation what I am meaning by this particular project. So over here, what I trying to create is we'll be going to create a AI bot that will be going to ask you a few questions. So you can answer it by yes or no, and you can also enter your name to the bot. So once it's entered, your name is entered, the questions will be start asking, and if you are answering it by yes or no, those answers will be recognized by the speech recognition and it will be saved into a particular variable. So here we using few variables, for example, the speech recognition, then the SC, SE, SL, these variables I created already. I'll explain what are the each variable means and how the variables are going to add up in the code. For example, we are setting all the variables in 0. I hope this code is visible for you. If it's not visible, please let me know. Okay, good to go. So here we'll be starting our project by when green flag is clicked, and we are going to categorize whether the interacting person, whoever is going to interact with the chatbot, we're going to identify whether the person is creative or logical or whether the person is emotional. So we only added three set of characters here. If you wanted to add more, you can just repeat the same step we done here and you'll be able to get to more the personalities as well. So just note it down. We are having three set of personality provided in the questions. One is creative person, the second one is logical person, and the third one is emotional person. So we'll ask few questions to the person, and by getting the answer from that particular person, the bot is going to identify whether the person is creative or logical or emotional or mix of it, or else if the person is creative or logical. Let's have a look at the code. I'll be starting with setting all these three variables into 0. Each variable is representing creative, emotional, and logical person. Then we are adjusting this noise removal to 30 percentage. Then we are start listening and we are setting that voice type. So here in PictoBlocks, you have this option to adjust the voice type. For example, if you wanted to change this auto, now I set it in auto. Let me just run it so you'll be able to hear the voice. So this is the alter voice. If you wanted to change into something else, you can do it. So this is how you will be able to get the answers. Change the voices. I'm just putting it back to auto. And next what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the code. Over here, I'm saying like the sprite is going to say this particular command as well as it is going to speak it. So the printing version as well as the audio version will be available. So it will be more realistic. So let me just run the code till here so you can have a look at it. I hope this audio is visible for you. So what now we need to do is we need to enter our name here. Then from this step onwards, it's going to be start continued. For example, it's asked you a particular name. So once you enter your name here, it's going to be stored inside this answer. And let me just check the chat box for 1 second. If it's not audible for you, please let me know. It's not clear. Okay, let me just try it. So what's happening here is actually the bot is from the system, we can hear whatever the thing is typing. For example, if what is your name, the sprite is typing as well as it is also can be audible from the system. So once you enter your name, just click on enter. It's going to say like nice to meet you, Rohini. Now we can start the quiz. So answer it by clicking on, by saying yes or no. So it is already mentioned here and by the bot. So when you are going to answer it, please use yes or no. Let's have a look at how the project can be done. I'm entering my name right here. Yes. So I'm saying it like, okay. So, yes. Yes. Okay, just one second. It is not recognizing my voice because I'm using my camera and mic somewhere else. Sorry for the technical issue. Because of the mic and video I'm using in my Zoom, I am not able to run this code here. It's not going to identify the text. So what usually happens over here in I created a few variables, my variable, R speech, and SC, SE, and SL. So these CEL are representing the characters, and this variable is going to store all the questions. So whatever questions you want to add, you can add it over here and set into the variable option. And this particular message is going to be speak by the broadcast message. So the code is done here. Whenever the broadcast is started, what will happen is whatever is put it inside that particular variable going to say it loudly, and it is also going to print it on the screen. Then we are going to, I already added a few extra questions, like I added 4 set of questions in each category. Like in creative person, I added 4 set of questions. In logical person, I added a few 4 set of code. And in the logical person also, I added a 4 set of codes questions. So once this question is done, it going to ask it and it going to wait for 5 seconds to understand that particular question, and it going to check whether that particular answer, for example, if you said it in yes, it going to store it inside this R speech variable, and if it's yes, it going to increase that SC value. For example, this is my variable representing the creative person, that going to be increased by 1. Then we'll have a look at it, how the logical person would be checked. So let me just scroll down a bit. So this is a question for a logical person. Do you prefer to have a clear rules and structures in your task? So if the answer was yes, if the recognize it's going to recognize for 5 seconds, and it's going to set the value inside this R speech, and that value is yes, it's going to change the SL variable. So earlier, if it was a SC person, for example, if it was a creative person, that variable was going to change by 1. If the answer is somewhere related to the SL, the variable we are changing will be SL. Like it is representing the logical person. So the code also will be going to upgrade by 1. So at the end, we are having 4 set of questions for each logical, creative, and emotional person. At the end, it's going to check whether which particular variable goes high. For example, we can just stick it over here. So you'll be able to see all those variables. And if the SC value was 4 and SE was 2 and SL was 1, we can understand that this person is more creative. So what we'll be doing is it's going to check whether SC is like the creative person is more, the score is more. It's going to say like based on your answers, you seems like mostly a creative person. If it was not, like if the person is more logical, the SL would have been the larger number. So if this condition is true, it's going to say it like based on your answers, it seems like you're more logical person. And if you are going to do it by increasing the number of SC, or if the person is more emotional, we'll get the answers like based on your answers, you seems like mostly emotional person. So Maybe some persons can be both logical, emotional, and uh, creative person. So, and at that case, what we'll be doing is, if the answers is draw or something, what we'll do is, based on your answers, you seems like more a balanced personality. So this is what you can do is, whatever questions you need to add here is completely depends on you. So there is no criteria like you need to ask this question, you need to ask this question, this set of question. So the thing is, you can just duplicate the question set. For example, the code is duplicated by set starting from set and ending from here in the wait block. So this particular set of blocks are repeating until how much questions do you have. First, it will be going to ask the creative section, then the logical questions, then the emotional side. If you wanted to change it, it's up to you. Any doubts on this logical part of the program? So this is just an example for you how you can create different chatbots also in the PictoBlocks by using the block coding interface. Yeah, it's going to check your personality. Like it's going to ask few questions regarding your personality matter. If we are saying like we are more into reading or something in that question, and we are saying it like yes, it going to save the score and increase the score of creating. Yeah, you can also create games. But make sure that you game is come something categorized under the particular theme. Because let me just switch back to my presentation. So I'll explain what is the necessity you need to follow, or you what are the guidelines you need to keep in mind while you are submitting or registering for the Codeavour track one. Okay, we are good to go. So here in this AI chatbot, personality chatbot, we were asking few questions based on the examples and based on the questions. If the question is coming under the creative category, the SE variable going to be increased, and if it's under the logical question, the SL variable going to be increased. So coming to more details on the track one, you can create your projects in PictoBlocks, 3D XR and Python, or if you wanted to use any other external microcontroller which is compatible by the PictoBlocks, you can do it. But make sure that you are doing the coding part in the PictoBlocks, because you will be needing to submit your project file and everything. I'll be getting to that in detail. And make sure the mentors are there for the guidance only. The kids needs to work on their coding and making the part. Also, they needs to prepare for the presentation as well. And also try to work on more authentic projects. Try to look into the real life challenges we are facing, real world issues we are facing, and try to work on it. Then, what are the requirements for your online submission? So once you register to the Codeavour track one, you'll be getting your own dashboards. The students will be getting the dashboards. Over there, you need to submit these files listed over here in the PPT, like the what are the hardware components you are using, if you are using it in hardware, or else if your project is completely software, you can skip that particular part. And you also need to add few images of your project. Then you need to create a 200 to 250 words of project description, like what is your project title and what you are aiming to get from this particular project, and what are the challenges, what are the solution for it, Just a few description regarding your project, and also provide the PictoBlocks link over there. Like the you can just download it and share the link over there. And also you need to create a YouTube video. So you need to post it under public or unlisted category. Don't post it under the private. And inside your project presentation, make sure that you are using the templates provided in the website, as well as make sure that you are having 10 to 15 slides. And if you wanted to know more details regarding any of these submissions or any queries related to the process or the flow, you can directly visit our official website. More details will be available over there. You can directly download the rule books and everything. And for the physical event, if you are going to participate in the regionals, present your working model over there. It is very mandatory to come with your working model. And also, if you wanted to include the posters and banners, make your own designed posters, you can do it. And you are make sure that you are having the laptop with you, because you will be requiring it for your presentation, because presentations are very mandatory during the judgment. Then if you wanted any other supporting tools like scissors, tape or something, just keep it in your mind to bring it. And also this YouTube submission and everything should be done before coming to the participation. Like in the regionals or any coming to the physical event, you need to complete your online submissions. And what you can do include in your video. For example, try to create your video within 4 to 8 minutes, and it will be better to use smartphones, or if you are using any other devices, put it in or take it in landscape mode. It will be more visible. Then in your presentation, make it more attractable, because at the end you are participating for winning, right? So try to add your own content, try to make it more attractive as well. You can include few things like project name and team names are mandatory, introduction to the team, as well as give a quick intro about your team and the reason why you are creating this project, and overview and the working of this particular project. The project demonstration is very much mandatory, and also include what are the future scope or what are the things you can do more here. Then for the judgment, what you need to be prepared during the physical event. So when you are coming to the regionals, you must need have this preparation ready with you. Like you really need to be ready to do the presentation. And for the presentation during the judgment, there will be 5 minutes of time for you. After that, there will be a question answer section for 3 minutes. So prepare with your project. If you are missing few details, just work on it prior the event. When there is any questions asked related to your project, be ready to answer it. And if you need to rehearse and do everything in prior, be prepared and be ready for your presentation prior to the event itself. You can also add your posters and banners during your presentation. And for the nationals, you can also create the website. If you wanted to create your own website, this is not necessary for the regionals, or you can create it for the nationals. You can include the team intro in your website. You can add the project details, images, and if you wanted to add any link or any other video, if you can add it over here, and you can add your own attractive things according to your imagination skills. Any other doubts related to the rules and regulations? As I mentioned earlier, no worries. Even if you feels like something is missing, you can visit our Codeavour official website. All the details will be written over there in detail. You can read it. And also those who are participating in the competition, make sure you are reading it for twice. So we don't have to make any other issues or any other doubts on it. Okay, if you're having any more doubts over here related to the topics we discussed today, you can put it in the chat box. And also make sure that you are filling the registration form. For the sample project, you can visit our official website. The samples project will be mentioned over there. Yes, sir. For the sample projects, you can directly visit our official website. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Magna, ma'am. Good to know. Those who are having the doubts, just post it in the chat box. So we were discussing about the 3D XR project as well as few block coding projects today. So you can create not just the hardware or the quirky project, you can also create different 3D XR as well as different block project under the category of track one. Make sure, but only thing you need to note it down, make sure that your projects are coming or categorized under this particular thing because it will be relevant during the judgment. Yes, sir. It will be helping for you during the presentation. If you are adding the banners and everything, it would be helpful for your presentation and it will be helping for your judgment as well. You can add the bullet points and the main theme, why you choose this. All these attractive things can be done in the or added in the posters or the banners. Yes, for tomorrow, we'll be going to work on the track 2. Let's have a deep look into the track 2, how we can create the mechanism, how we can do the coding part. As we already discussed, track 2 is something related to the wellness wave robo challenge. So there will be a set of predefined tasks the robot needs to be done. So you need to create your robot according to that. So how we can integrate this line following technology, how we can control the mechanism of the robot, all those basic things will be discussed tomorrow. So yes, we'll be definitely going to discuss all these things. I didn't see any other doubts. If you're having any other doubts, just post it in the chat box, ma'am. We are almost wrapped up our section, today's section. So let's have the discussion on the doubts. Once the doubt clearing is also done, we'll be winding up our section and make sure that you all are joining for tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the track 2. Yes, for the code, you can check out our official website. The sample codes will be provided over there. Okay. And those who doesn't filled out the Google form, just fill the Google form as well. Okay. If everything is clear, we can wind up today's section. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time as well. In the beginning, we had a bit technical issue. I'm extremely sorry for that as well. The website name is codeavour.org. You can just search it over there in the Google, sir. It will be available. Okay, so I'll wrap up today's section. Again, once again, thank you everyone. Thank you for your time. See you tomorrow. Bye.